Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Swift Fuels unveils $100 Avgas STCs, a former American Airlines mechanic is sentenced to prison, and AEA 2020 will take place as scheduled. I'm Sophie Herlock. Swift Fuels has slashed the price of its UL94 Avgas STC to $100 for each piston aircraft. The company is also rolling out its new Forever Avgas STC certificate to all Avgas STC purchasers. This entitles the holder to receive all future Avgas STCs issued by the FAA to Swift Fuels for specific aircraft and piston engines at no extra charge, forever. Swift Fuels is offering the Forever Avgas STC certification to every pilot and aircraft owner in the U.S. and Canadian piston fleet for only $100. In the months ahead, Swift Fuels will require every aircraft in the U.S. and Canadian fleet to purchase an STC in order to fly its 100-octane unleaded avgas. So if you buy a Forever Avgas STC now, you will already own the certificate entitling you to all future Avgas STCs from Swift Fuels for your aircraft. For more information, head over to swiftfuelsavgas.com. We'll be right back with Around the Patch.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
There's never been a better time to become a pilot. At the Sling Pilot Academy, you can get your private, commercial, and instrument ratings in 9 months for less than $63,000 and do it in modern, fun airplanes. Your flight training is going to be as exciting as your future career as an airline pilot. slingpilotacademy.com.
Welcome back. It's time for today's trip around the patch. Aviation maintenance student Frank A. Jalen Amaro has been charged with bribing an FAA-designated mechanic examiner in exchange for receiving a passing score on the FAA's airframe and power plant examination. Amaro was a student at an aviation maintenance school in Las Vegas when he began contacting the FAA examiner in 2019 under a fake name and number. He offered to pay the examiner $500 up front and $2,000 on the day of testing in exchange for a passing grade. The examiner immediately reported Amaro's bribe solicitation and agreed to work with federal law enforcement authorities. The FAA proposed a $19.68 million civil penalty against the Boeing company for allegedly installing equipment on hundreds of 737 aircraft containing sensors that were not approved for that equipment. The FAA alleges between June of 2015 and April of 2019, Boeing installed Rockwell Collins head-up guidance systems on 791 jetliners. The guidance systems in these aircraft were equipped with sensors that had not been tested or approved as being compatible with those guidance systems. Aviation fans in Stuart, Florida, gathered Friday for a fundraiser to support the Stuart Airshow. The event, which was attended by about 200 people, raised $65,000 that will go towards paying performers and vendors from 2019 and help replenish reserves. Bad weather and an accident which killed a pilot negatively impacted last year's show. The EAA has made a number of significant upgrades to the traffic, parking, and tram operations for AirVenture 2020. These changes are based on visitor feedback and from the 2019 Northwestern University Transportation Center study that concluded input from thousands of AirVenture visitors. The changes include easier access and departure from the AirVenture grounds, reducing areas of vehicle and pedestrian conflict within the grounds, and improving shuttle service from public lots to the main gate. We'll be right back with the rest of the news. 6-year-old Abdul-Majeed Marouf Ahmed Alani was sentenced in Florida last week to 37 months in prison after previously pleading guilty to the federal charge of attempted destruction of an aircraft. According to the court record, on or about July 17th of 2019, Alani, a mechanic then employed by American Airlines at Miami International Airport, tampered with the air data module system of an aircraft that was scheduled to depart for the Bahamas. While on the departure runway, the flight crew increased power to the aircraft engines in preparation for takeoff, resulting in an error reading by the aircraft's computer related to the ADM system, and the takeoff was aborted. It was later discovered Alani had inserted a foam substance into the ADM system and used superglue to hold the substance in place. AEA intends to proceed with the 63rd Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show as planned, March 24th through the 27th at the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center in Nashville, Tennessee. The AEA's highest priority is the safety and security of all attendees and exhibitors at the association's events, and they're continuing to monitor the guidance from government and local authorities in relation to the coronavirus. The association encourages attendees to continue to plan to attend the convention if they feel well. However, they do ask all attendees to monitor their condition prior to travel, as well as review the CDC travel guidelines. The emergency operations guidelines at the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center are extensive, and the facility's emergency preparedness plans are thorough. The Gaylord Opryland has on-site medical personnel and are providing extra cleaning crews. Hand sanitizer will also be available on site. We here at Aero-News will be there webcasting live on the 24th through the 26th at airborne-live.net. And that wraps up our show for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and don't forget to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. For more aviation and aerospace news any time of the day, head over to aero-news.net. I'll see you tomorrow.